So, first things first, I'm going to try not to spoil this for anyone who just wants to see if the game's good before they buy it, because all the shit with the Craft World and Unknown Worlds getting their lead devs being, fired and shit, right? So, I'm just going to skip a lot of the spoilers and, story beats until the very end, and then I'll talk about the story and what I like about it. I think I'll talk about the gameplay loop first, which I like a lot. It's a lot of going around searching for the items, which was a big part of the first game, but I never really felt that in the first game because I already watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of it and shit like that, so I already knew where a lot of the shit was, so I wasn't really searching, right? But they did help the gameplay loop in 100 different ways, like the items being more spread out and you don't have to just take the 1 in 3 chance of getting a limestone outcrop, you know what I mean? You're not filling your inventory with tons of other shit when you're just looking for titanium or copper. Instead, you just find the specific resource on the floor, and then either you crack open the big ones that give you 3 or 2, and the bigger ones you use the sonic resonator to go kaboom and blow it up. As of this moment, the first few biomes are pretty chill. I like them a lot. The shallows, or the shallows equivalent in this game, it's pretty fun. It's very bright in the nighttime, and everything kind of glows, which makes it really nice to explore, at night. I know in the original Subnautica, sometimes I'd just sit on my ship because it would just be too hard to see during the night. So, it does have a good, lively look to it, but also there are some spots on the map that are super desolate and can invoke that same fear that the original Subnautica gave you. Some of the hostile, creatures in the game are kind of just annoying rather than a problem. Flares still deal with all of them so far. I'll focus on the Nibblers because they're something that you're going to find, really early on. They're, one of the first hostile mobs you'll ever find in the game. But these guys kind of just fucking suck. They just come up, bite your ass, and then leave. So it's just one of those more annoying things. So far, they haven't been threatening, just annoying. The world does feel lived in and fun to explore, though. Like the sea anemone area, which has these sea currents that are going through it, all these twisty caverns, these plateaus that you can swim over top of. Really cool area, and I enjoy it heavily. Some of the exploration isn't even done yet. There are some pieces of wreckage that you can go up to, and they're not done yet. I was, poking my head around a few of them, and I just couldn't do them yet because there's no way in. So, that was kind of annoying, but also it's early access. What do you expect? Building was incredibly fun. They expanded a ton on it. There's still a few glitches with it. Sometimes you just can't deconstruct something. It's just stuck there forever now. Which I think they noticed because they put the, destroy all buildings button, which would probably destroy it. But other than that, you can expand your windows or have them only slightly so big, or you can have huge moon pools, and, everything's kind of variable, so you can make your base however the hell you fucking feel these lights in the ceiling and all this cool shit. I like the new upgrading system with the DNA that you can incorporate into your body. I won't talk too much about how you do it, but I was expecting it to be more based on going and interacting with animals in the environment and, taking their traits and engulfing them into yourself, which I thought would be a really cool concept, but they went for something else. It's a part of the story, so I guess it's alright, but I kind of wanted to just go around grabbing all these fish and being what can they give me? They also have these active and passive boosts that you can use. One of them I use all the time is just a dash button that you can use. The other being, I move faster while I'm close to the seafloor, which is pretty fun. There's a few others, but I just thought they weren't as useful because, you just kind of want to move around fast, right? The Wave Maker and the Tadpole are some pretty cool additions to the game. I still haven't really fucked around with the Tadpole too much, but it looks like you're going to have to upgrade your Tadpole into a certain, route. So instead of just tacking on upgrades and being done with it like you did with the Seamoth and all the others, it's actually going to be a major part of how you use your vehicle. So they have this scout upgrade that you can use, which will increase, you'll have bigger wings, which you saw in the gameplay trailer if you looked at the cinematic. So you know what I'm talking about. The Wave Rider is the Sea Glide stand-in, which is just kind of cool. You just it's pretty alright. I like the big ball guy. He's pretty cool. Noah is his name, I think. And, he's pretty alright. It's cool to hear that he had, this AI thing has a personality to it. Or at least it simulates a personality, and that's, cool to think about. All in all, I'd say this is just Subnautica, but better. Like, there's some things that were slightly around the same level, like the environments. You can't really do a better environment than Subnautica, but they tried, and I think they're about equal. And overall, I think the game is pretty good. I haven't really played on multiplayer because my homie that I was supposed to play with, he works nights, so I can't really hang out with him, and I'm calling him out right now because he's a fucking bitch. So I can't really talk about that. There are a few glitches that are pissing me off, like there's a battery glitch that fucking sucks. I keep hearing an animal in like my left headphone every so often, and even if I try to follow it forever, I'm just going around in fucking circles. Like, it's just slightly to the left, and it's really fucking annoying sometimes because I hear something, it's like a growl from something, and I look over and there's nothing there. I also, again, haven't explored the entire game. There might be other sections that are kind of shit, or other sections that are way better that'll blow everything I've seen out of the water, but so far, Subnautica 2 is either better or on par with Subnautica the original. I almost forgot. They even have actual PDA logs. I know, it's something that we never thought we'd see again after Below Zero, but holy fuck, it's so nice to see them. Oh, wait. You motherfucker. You think you can get my hopes up like this? And then take it away from me? Oh, I almost forgot. The soundtrack was pretty mid, which for Subnautica is kind of ass, because Subnautica, the original one, was fucking baller thug. But this one, I didn't really notice it that much, and when I tried to listen to it, I would just be like, oh, that's pretty good. If any of this looks fun to you, and you really are like itching to try out Subnautica, I urge you to try it. Krafton's name isn't even on this, and I don't know if they're making money from this, or how this all is working out with, Krafton and the, lead devs behind Subnautica and how all that worked out. But I highly urge you to get the game if this looks interesting to you. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. The story is amazing, and I'm going to talk about it after this, but I just want to tell anyone who's just looked at the gameplay, if you want to play the game without hearing about the story, go in blind. It's pretty fucking cool. So, now the story. So the idea is that you are like a financial slave to Alterra, right? So they made you like put your consciousness into a machine so they can print you out later. Kind of like Mickey 17. Now they print you out as much as they fucking feel like. And they can choose whatever memories to put you in. Factory reset you if they fucking wish, if you get too pissed with them. So then they send you out to another world to pioneer it and colonize it and do all this shit, and then they make any profit off of it because you're a debt slave. But if you are to die, you are technically made again, but again, that's just another version of you. You're still dead. That version of you is still gone forever. It's just that this is a copy of you with your exact memories. So you awaken in this like bio bed thing, and you can also like take genetic enhancements from other places because you're like a printed human, I think. But you wake up 20 to 30 years after the original crew had woken up and started doing shit on the planet. Because you weren't supposed to colonize this planet, you crash landed here, and you wake up in like the depths of hell, pretty much. It's nearly 27 years. And a lot of the information from the old crew is transferred to you through their deaths, because when you die, you drop a little pod that you can hear what their last moments were like. And now this is like my conspiracies and shit, because one of the main things that they keep referencing is this character named Zip who went way too deep, and they just ended up getting recloned, and all of her memories were fucking wiped. Noah just decided they didn't want any of her memories since they crash landed. So it leads into the conspiracy of what does Noah not want people to find out, or maybe there was something that actually did corrupt her so far that she was so infatuated with something down there because of like, there's like this weird talk about this new god and this eldritch being in the fucking deep that's like this big crab like line and shit like that, but it's technically a virus. It's this weird fucking web of just bullshit that I'm never going to unwind in a million years. All I know is that there's some ancient thing at the bottom of the ocean that gives boons to you if you ask it for them. Like, if you touch the membrane, that's the ancient being I'm talking about. It's like this weird hive mind thing, and you can hear it talking to you whenever you get too close to some of the nodes. It uses the voice of a character called Wander, where you hear a few of her deaths, like, as you go along, and it's this weird, convoluted mess. Like, you go into the magma caves and see all of them died, and they went insane talking about something in the deep, and it's so fucking cool. I have my own like theories and stuff about it, and I'll probably put one in at some point during the middle of this. It seems like something happened a long ass time ago. Like, these are just ancient relics because there's whole ass riots happening, right? And we're just now seeing some of the remnants that of these old decayed bases. I wonder if this is the planet that we were supposed to be on. This was the desert. It's a mass burial site. This where we are right now. So I'm wondering. I think like now I might be stupid, but I'm thinking this is the actual planet we're supposed to land on, but like this shit is so advanced that it just started like printing us ages down the line and just like malfunctioned. Like everything's gone already. But yeah, I really like the story. I think it's going in a cool direction, and I'm just happy we're kind of straying away from. I think they were called the Architects in the old game, like those old aliens that were trying to like fight off the Kara virus. Which also that there's actually tons of mentions about the Kara virus in the logs, which makes me think Altera got to planet 4546b and then used Kara as like a biological weapon. Because I don't think Subnautica Below Zero was like public knowledge. Like that was supposed to be like a black site operation, I think. But also, I don't remember a whole lot about Subnautica Below Zero. It was kind of like a haze at some points. But there's a lot of talk in the logs about the ocean dying, and it's slowly eating itself and falling off and petering off into full decay. Like, I love the morbid topics and the morbidity of what we're getting into now. Like, I think Subnautica had a lot of scary moments, but it was a lot of whimsy and wonder too. Whereas this one shows that it's just fucking desolate. You're fucked. You're a debt slave. No one's coming for you. You're going to be fucking stuck here forever. And there's this repeating moment where it talks about how you're the last person in the universe and you should just enjoy yourself in your final moments.
If one of my species finds this message, you may be the very last human being in the universe. You get to write the last chapter of our story. I ask you to do the most human thing you can. Forget your debt. Forget Noah, forget Altera, forget Zazora and the life you imagined. It's all gone now. You're going to die here, and that's all right. Pick the most interesting thing you can see and explore.
This shit is so fucking rad. I like the grim topics. I like how the gameplay loop is based in the story. Because originally, in the original Subnauticas, you just pass out and arrive in your life pod again. I found that really silly. But now, it's a part of the story. You still die. Like, these things just eat you. But then you come back afterwards. And that's really fucking cool. And I really hope that later down the line, if you die too much, it actually can change this, like, the outcome of the story. Like, Noah will keep fucking you over or something like that. That would be really cool, and I'm really excited to see where the story goes. Oh yeah, I think I forgot about something. The Leviathans, which I haven't seen too many yet, but I have seen 2 so far. So, you know, I'll leave one for your viewing pleasure and just talk about the crab real quick. The crab, pretty fucking rad. I like the crab. I like just these passive, like, big leviathans that don't give a rat's ass about you. It's pretty fucking cool. And before I turn the video off, I hope you guys have a great day. But now, I'll let you see my reaction to the first time I got attacked by a hostile leviathan. Man, I'm doing a save here. Hello? Oh my god!